Thanks for coming. We are here to introduce DK Metcalf. He'll say a few words and then we'll open it up for questions. So, DK?
Yes, sir. First, I just want to give a big thank you to the Rooney family, Mr. Omar, and Coach Tomlin for giving me this opportunity just to bring my talents and showcase my skill set to the AFC North.
Questions?
DK, what led to the decision that you wanted to make a change?
I think just me. Like I said, man, these guys showing interest. Coach Tomlin, Mr. Omar, and Mr. Rooney all hopped on the phone with me Sunday, and it just felt homey, felt welcoming. That they wanted to bring me to this historic organization, and everything was just snowballed from there, and brought me here in front of you today.
DK, the AFC North is known as a tough physical division. How do you think you fit into that?
I think my play style just speaks, to all those words that you just said. I'm a physical receiver. Big shout out to my pops, who was an old lineman in this league for a little bit. So he instilled that in me, and I just try to play the game a different way. Just God blessed me with the talents and with this opportunity. So I'm not going to take it for granted.
DK, in terms of your decision to extend your contract as long as you did here, what questions did you ask about the state of the quarterback position, and what were you told that made you feel comfortable in doing that?
Right. Like I said, man, when I hopped on the phone with those three great gentlemen, they made me felt welcome first off, and then secondly, they made me feel like they had the right decision, with who was going to be throwing me the football. And I'm not making a decision in the quarterback room, so I'm just going to try to do the best of my abilities to help whoever they have out there throwing the football. So they make the correct decisions, to bring the quarterback in here. So I'm just going to roll with that.
When you made the request for a trade, did you hope or have an idea that the Steelers might be interested? And kind of what was your reaction when you found out for the first time that that was an option and was in play?
Yes, man. I felt ecstatic just to hear about the Steelers because I thought back to the meeting me and Coach Tomlin had at the 2019 Combine, and he just always spoke volumes into me and spoke of my play style in college and just being in the league and going up to him before or after a game, and he kept that same rapport with me, and just felt like the right decision for me.
What do you remember about that meeting? Did you think that you were going to end up in Pittsburgh back then?
Everything comes full circle, in this league or in life, and it just felt right, just hearing his voice again, and just seeing that same excitement from the Combine to 6 years later. He sees the type of player that I am. He's a football guru. He watches film, and my play style, I think jumps off the tape to him. So, just to be in the same realm or organization to where I felt wanted, was a big plus.
DK, you played with some good receivers, some very good ones. What's the dynamic when you have multiple guys that want the ball, and how do you envision it working out with George Pickens?
Yes, sir. Football is the ultimate team game, first off. So, you shouldn't be on a team if everybody doesn't want the football. I will say that. And just to come into this organization, just to know George from the little conversations that we had in passing. Great player, watching him from afar. The receiver coach calls him Freak Show. I think that's a fitting name for him, with the circus catches that he makes. But I'm just here to, try to instill any wisdom or, any knowledge that he allows me to, and, vice versa. I feel like there's some things that I can learn from him that he does. And like you said, I played with great receivers like Tyler Lockett, Freddie Swain, Josh Gordon was on the team my rookie year. So I've been around some very talented receivers to where, I know how to, take a backseat and learn from, guys like that, and, willing to do the same if the case may be that here.
DK, what kind of conversations have you had with, joining the Steelers about the importance of being a leader for this offense and this team?
I don't think many conversations needed to be had. Like I said, Coach Tomlin watched enough film to where he recognized the player that I am first, and the leadership skills will come, as they need to be. But we're here to win games. We're here to, win as many games as we can. So, that's why I'm here.
Did you try to barter for number 14, and why did you only go to 4?
No, sir. He's been here. He's made a staple in the number 14. I'm not trying to take away from anybody's legacy. I'm just trying to help build mine.
But what about 4? Does that have any significance?
Oh, no, sir. I mean, it just looked good.
Did you seek any advice from Russ about what it was like here, and what sort of feedback did you get from him about being a Steeler and about his future here?
Well, we haven't talked about his future, number one, but talked to Russ yesterday, proposed my fiance, and he was the one that connected us. So he was just telling me congratulations, giving us a congratulations on that. But last year, I think like halfway through the season, me and Russ had a conversation about how it was living here, and he just told me that I would love it here, and I'm waiting to find that out.
You proposed yesterday?
Yes, sir.
Where did you propose? Did you propose back in Seattle here?
No, her and her family, my family and her family was in Houston. It was my sister's spring break, and just thought about getting the whole family together just for a big kumbaya and joining our families, with a ring.
They got
Well,
you good.
Did you know? I mean, how far in advance were you planning? Was this like before the trade request and
Oh yes,
everything?
ma'am. Well, I tried to last year, but she's a singer, and her work kind of conflicted with the schedule. So I just tried to take an approach to where a schedule couldn't matter. So I started sending her flowers with a story, and then the last letter on the flower was, "Will you marry me?" And she said yes.
So DK, how would you describe what this week has been like?
Starting with Sunday, great. I mean, I don't know too many more words other than great. It's just a big blessing just to come to a new home. Not discrediting anything from the Seahawks organization, because they gave me a chance to become who I am in this league, and I just thank them for that. But found a new home here. Found a new fiance, and everything's just falling in line, just the way God planned it for it to be, and I'm just excited to continue to move forward with it.
DK, did you have a chance to watch the Steelers previously? What are your thoughts about how they play, and what have they told you about the style they want to play?
I mean, I played against them, so I see the type of style that they play. They're a tough team, tough tackling team, and they're very disciplined from being on the opposite side of them. But just to be in the same locker room with some of those guys, I mean, it feels good. But even with the free agency signings that we've had, with Darius Slay, just speaking on one of them, just going against him, the battles that we had, but just to battle with him in practice, Joey Porter, going against him his rookie year. So, I mean, Coach Tomlin has brought some great players into this league, has drafted some great players into this league. So, just looking to, add to, this historic organization.
Arthur Smith had A.J. Brown in Tennessee. Can you envision yourself maybe like in A.J.'s role when he was with the Titans?
Yes, sir. I mean, I'm my own player, so just looking for my own lane in his offense. He's a great coach, had some great, exceptional players, in Tennessee and last year here. So, just looking to put my own mark on his offense.
Do you practice how you play, and does that ever get explosive, combative, contentious?
No, sir. You got to learn how to practice against your teammates, man. I try to give my teammates the best look possible. So on Sunday, they're ready, to go against somebody else. So the hard work is already done during practice.
What's the biggest thing you're proud of how you developed as far as part of your skill set over your career so far?
I just think the way that I play, it just jumps off the tape, and I've just consistently put that on film, year in and year out, and I try not to have a drop off, and I'm not going to have a drop off.
How are you health-wise now, and was the second half of the season struggle coming off the injury physically in that regard?
No, sir. I'm not going to step on the field if I don't feel like I can be DK Metcalf. So anytime I step on the field, you're going to get the best product that I feel like I can put on the field. But the second half of the season, I worked out.
You mentioned the history of this organization. This is one of the biggest player acquisitions in this organization's history, maybe the biggest, and they're trying to take the next step in the AFC. How do you handle those expectations or pressure or whatever you want to call it?
Yeah, I mean, like you said, expectations is unneeded pressure, in my opinion. I'm just going to be myself and just try to be the best person that I can be walking into this building each day, and let the chips fall where they may.
So can you clear up these perceptions that you wanted to play in a warm weather city?
Yeah, man, we never said none of that. Me and my team never said, warm city, a contender, none of that, man. We just took the trade request and moved forward with the teams that really showed interest, and they showed interest from day one. We just built on the relationship that we had from the first conversation, and here we are.
Now that you're in the fold here, you've signed an extension that ties you to Pittsburgh for quite some time. Do you feel like it's your role, or do you feel like maybe you want to recruit a free agent quarterback, whether that is Russ or Aaron Rodgers, waiting on his decision? But do you have a message to either of those guys?
No, ma'am. I think, like you said, this is a historic organization. They've done the recruiting before I even got here. So, whoever wants to come here and try to win as many games as we can, they can join us. But, if not, good luck on the other side.
You talked about not maybe needing to play for a team that's a contender right now, but when you came into Seattle, there were a lot of guys that had Super Bowl rings. How much is that something that drives you to this day, and you're looking forward in this 5 years you're here?
Yes, sir. I mean, I'm the ultimate competitor, so that's the ultimate goal whenever anybody starts a season. So, that goal is not going to change just because I'm in a different uniform. I'm still going to be, trying to be the best version of myself, trying to, push my teammates, push myself each day to try to get, another Lombardi Trophy here, with Coach Tomlin.
Just to clarify, did you say you talked to George Pickens since the deal, or you just talked to him?
No, sir. We just had conversations in passing.
Gotcha. Thanks.
Anyone else?
Can you just clarify again how Russ came up as was a part of this yesterday with the whole proposal thing?
Yes, sir. So back in 2020, Russ connected me and my now fiance Normani, and him and his wife Sierra connected us. She was talking to her, and Russ was talking to me, and we hit it off from day one, and here we are.
All right. Thank you, DK.
Thanks, DK.
Thanks, DK.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks, DK. Thank you for checking out this content from Post-Gazette Sports. If you watch this video on YouTube, please like the video and subscribe to our channel. For all of the sports coverage the Post-Gazette has to offer, visit post-gazette.com.